Soul Ties Part 2. The scripture in the book of 1 Corinthians 6:16 says, "Those who engage in sexual activity with prostitutes become one with them, either in body, spirit, or soul." This implies that a soul tie can be formed, but it might not always be good, as it can also be demonic or devilish. An example of a good soul tie is the one between Jonathan and David, who were one in spirit and soul to the extent that Jonathan chose David over his father Saul. It is important to note that a soul tie can be formed between any two people, not just between a man and a woman. You may have more than one soul tie, and you will know you have one when you can't stop thinking about that person. Even if you haven't spoken to them in months, your mind will stop functioning, and you will feel like you have to do what they want. This can be a sign of a toxic relationship. People often stay in toxic relationships because they have a soul tie with their partner, and this tie has control over their minds, will, and emotions. Even if they know that that person is not suitable for them, they can't seem to break away from them. They may try to convince themselves that they've done with the person, but a song or a memory will trigger their emotions, and they'll find themselves looking for that person again. In conclusion, it's essential to recognize and break free from toxic soul ties that are not helping us grow and thrive in life. You must understand, your connection with someone can go beyond the physical and become spiritual. Time is powerless against spiritual connections, and you must actively break soul ties. Soul ties that keep you stagnant in life are often the ones that were never meant to happen. Emotional vows can create soul ties just as much as physical intimacy. Saying things like, "I'll never leave you," or "I would die for you," can create an emotional bond that is hard to break. It may be a sign of a soul tie if you constantly think about someone, even if they are no longer a part of your life. Dreaming about them frequently, especially in a negative way, is another sign. These strong emotional links must be broken before they can stop affecting your life. Sometimes soul ties can even lead to inherited spirits that can cause problems. Breaking free from soul ties require you to take action. Prayer, fasting, and confession are essential. Confess everything that you have said about that person and counteract it. If you said, "I would die for you," say the opposite. If you said, "May I be cursed for the rest of my life if I leave you," combat those words with the opposite. Take control of your life and break free from the soul ties that hold you back. Like, follow, subscribe, and share as we rebuild the city. Please email us at info@rebuildthecity for any help you need to break soul ties or to access our discipleship blueprint for rebuilding the city. Ashe.